What do we have today? We have June 5th, 1:30. We got Hecla. That's going to be a mining company. They've had several mines approved by Trump's fast track. Obviously, volatile guy. So I would assume time to get into Hecla. But they're doing things. Down today. Wait, more mining stocks. But you have PRSO down. And I'm watching this fucking NATO summit. P is trying to sell. And let us not forget, PRSO is a player here. They are a player, and they have leader sets 2 key investor conferences. That was for May. And then they have their European defense contractor partnership with an unknown European defense contractor. Maybe we'll find out who it is, maybe we won't. And then that one tip, or not, it wasn't Tip Rings, this one, Stock Titan, has said a possible NATO opportunity. What better time than now? What better time than now for Pete? So we will see. But PRSO, they have their patented communications technology. And then another one that we could see, ONDS has been on a tear. And now they're down, which is totally normal. People like to comment to me that things are down, but you have to know that things don't always indefinitely go up. And especially something like this, a lot of those little penny stock guys that I talk about had the same experience. ONDS I'm pretty sure PRSO probably did too. Because when things are going well, people are throwing the money, and not as much. Theirs was bigger here. But anyways, same with OPTT. Ooh, NATO summit could be good for OPT. Europe has a fuckload of oceans. So, but these guys, they're long ways for sure. Ooh, well, maybe not so long. Wait a minute. I didn't see this from June 4th. Ocean Power Technology names retired Navy Captain Jason Weed as Senior VP of Commercial Sales. Well, we would have to make sure, as long as he wasn't gay, this could be perfect, if anyone knows. But excellent news for Philip. Dude, fucking excellent. My God. See, this guy here, it's going to be a long road. I'll tell you a story about something. I'll tell you a story of TNXP Pharmaceuticals, okay? My gains on TNXP Pharmaceuticals is 70%, 69.30 something. But by the time I make this video, the gains will probably be 70%. And you know what, with TNXP Pharmaceutical, I'm looking at them since the summer, okay? And I told people to buy them. They were not at this price. They did what you would call a reverse split. So this entire time, well, I had bought some here, which it was way more than 19 cents. But all this here, they set it fucking 19, 20, maybe they got to 25 cents. And that was like a day to celebrate, okay? And then they had handed in an application for something. But then they did the reverse split. And people might think that I would have hated it. But I didn't, because I still gained the money. Even though they reverse split, it wasn't a bad thing. So that is something with OPTT that I want people to be aware of, that they could reverse split. Because the purpose of TNXP Pharmaceutical reverse splitting was they had to be a certain amount. Ooh, see, they got their fibromyalgia. They had to be over a certain percent, because if you wanted to be invested in by like hedge funds or institutions or like people who make like pensions and stuff, they're not going to want to invest in a 37-cent stock, because that looks like shit. So, and also the reverse split means that if you had 1,000 shares, then TNXP gave you 30. But if you, right after they announce a reverse split, a stock will fucking drop because people hate it. But instead of saying, oh my God, TNXP is done, I bought a fuckload more of TNXP and said, I believe in TNXP. I know why they're doing this reverse split. So I fucking bought in. And now look at the motherfuckers promising activating cancer-killing cells, a combination treatment. They made their own cancer-killing cells. No, I don't think that's what they did. But that is an example. So on probably someday, I think OPT, unless they really start to get traction, maybe this Navy guy will make it different and their shares will naturally rise. But we will see. That's a big deal with the Navy thing. And all right, and then you have UAMY. This one, antimony. They got the antimony, and people, that's important because everybody hates us. I'm watching this United Nations conference, and we look like the biggest dicks that ever fucking flopped. It's not good. So anyways, if everybody hates us, you're definitely going to need antimony. So wait, they had this Seeking Alpha 6 hours ago. This is for UAMY. UAMY. I asked them to summarize it. I don't know. Is this allowed? I guess you could say, isn't this still? Never mind. So reported strong Q1. Ooh, that's why. Driven by rising antimony prices and increased sales, prompting management to raise full-year revenue guidance. The company is ramping up production at its reactivated Mexican smelter and expanding its Montana facility, targeting a 500-ton month capacity by 2025. That's exciting. A key development is the planned Alaska ore shipments to its Montana processing facilities, expected to start in August or September. Despite high execution risks, the article views UAMY as a high-risk, high-reward. Well, Lord, I was born a gambling man. Anyway, speaking of that one, wait. You have Oscar. Now, someone on X told me that one of the Kushners. So wait, who's a Kushner to a Trump? What's a Kushner to a Trumper? I don't. Ivanka's is that way. What do they say? Right, so that founders fund shit right there. That's a Nate Diaz quote. I don't think people realize that, but I also don't think Nate Diaz has anything to do with investing. Anyways, I don't care. Joshua Kushner. Okay, and then we have here. He is on. Wait a minute. Here's his Thrive Partners. No, he's going to be Joshua Cushman, vice chairman. So you could say that is helpful. And also, this would be their growth. That is impressive as well. So I think Oscar, they're a nice player there. And this is going to be HIT. I guess you could say Oscar's definitely a pricier stock, but HIT has been doing things. And Oscar would definitely be pricier, but in the long run, it definitely got more gains. So sometimes, I don't know. I think this one, they had decent earnings too, and they're a growing one. And I feel like UNH is just going to keep getting shit on. I don't think they're done getting whatever is going to happen to these fucks. So, I don't know. We'll see. But those will be some stocks that are up and stocks that are down.